Chapter 3. Off we go then. The spies re-entered Q Branch to find Q suspiciously waiting for them in his desk chair. He then slowly turned to face them.
Welcome back, 007 and 00 Saletti.
Q, don't do that. Looks like you're trying to be one of our enemies, 007 commented. Never mind the villain connection. M tried the same thing on us just a few minutes ago. Actually, I saw this once in a film where the main antagonist of the story turned around to face the main protagonist in a big office chair. It was almost comical, 00 Saletti countered. A sound then beeped on Q's computer. Q turned back to his desk and examined it. The beeping sound was an alert detailing the symbol that M had described. He then got up from the chair, printed the signal from the computer, and signaled the spies to follow him.
Now, this symbol, it is the rebel Irish group called Green with Envy.
Sounds like some Irish rock group, 00 Saletti commented.
They believe in putting all of Ireland back on British law. Now let it be clear that England has no connections to this group and has requested that MI6 keep a close eye on them, hence your mission.
Q was 57, Bond questioned.
She is already en route to your next mission, which I have now been informed about.
Hold on. Are you saying she already knew about the trouble in Ireland and that she is already getting a head start and we are just starting to know about it? May I remind you that first, Bond has been in the espionage business for about, 50 years. Second, I have been doing this for about maybe 18. How long has she been doing this? I mean, heck, Serena has been doing this longer than she has.
00 Saletti, perhaps she is doing early reconnaissance. I am not quite sure. Now, over here, I have some supplies. Unfortunately, Agent 57 has taken a few things, but no matter. They are centered around traditional Irish symbols so that you can all fit in. This here is a simple-looking shamrock keychain. Looks a little thick, doesn't it? That's because I'm not finished explaining it, 00 Saletti. Please do learn not to interrupt. Now, as I was saying, this is a traditional-looking shamrock keychain. And thanks to 00 Saletti pointing it out, yes, it does appear a tad thick. That is because you simply peel off the layers, of which it becomes tracking stickers. It's made of an extremely thin piece of circuitry. Do not use them all at once.
Q handed the stack of shamrocks to Bond.
Now, come over here. This is for the end of the mission. Do not use them before or during. Understand?
Bond and 00 Saletti both nodded.
These are the types of Irish dancing shoes known as real shoes.
Q, I do believe that we are aware of the purpose of these, Bond commented.
Oh, do you now? Then go on, use them.
Bond grabbed the shoes and put them on for Q's amusement. Surprisingly, they fit him. Bond wiggled his feet around inside and then smiled at Q. Q rolled his eyes and started to walk away. Bond raised one foot and soon plummeted towards the ground. 00 Saletti couldn't help but laugh. Bond struggled and soon noticed that the laces had tied his ankles together. Q then turned back towards Bond and pulled out a remote from his blazer pocket. Pressing a button, the laces unraveled, and Bond quickly took them off. I don't think the Irish know that step, Q.
Q said, annoyed.
Clever, Q. Anything else?
Not at this time. Remember, I gave Agent 57 some supplies as well, so you should be all set.
In that case, off we go then, Bond said.
Well, actually, to my deepest regrets, there is one more thing.
I was expecting as much. Q guided the spies over to a platform.
Aston Martin was very kind to give you another vanquish. Only heaven knows why, though.
Bond's eyes then grew somewhat big with excitement and surprise.
You mean the Vanish? 00 Saletti has been with us for a while, but I still want to at least try to impress him with some of my work without you blabbing it out for some reason of the device. Do learn to grow up, 007. However,
Q pulled out the same remote that unlaced the shoes and pressed another button. Suddenly, in a very glitchy-type way, a silver car appeared on the platform. An Aston Martin Vanquish that Q called the Vanish. Bond and 00 Saletti ran like little schoolchildren to the car and got in right away. Wow, a disappearing car. A Vanish, I got it. I remember you telling me about the one you originally had, but I never thought I would be in one.
Oh, would you pipe down, 00 Saletti? as well as the vanish feature, all the usual refinements, ejector seats, missile launchers and targeting scanner, GPS, and a special tracking system developed especially for finding people of green with envy. We've noticed tracking chips embedded into their patches. Now, this is a brand new car. I do not want you or 007 damaging it. As I said, I regret giving this to you in the first place.
But Q, 00 Lady said.
Yes, we're going to Ireland, and my name is Daniel.
So you could say that the pipes are calling.
We must get there somehow.
Q replied again. As the spies continued getting acquainted with the car, Q stopped them.
Oh, I keep forgetting one more thing. 030 for you.
Q reached into his pocket.
New watch for you, fairly simple yet effective. Top winder here is a telecommunicator. The clock face is a hologram that can disappear and project the image of a person that you can carry on a conversation with.
Where's my watch, Q? Bond asked.
Oh, yes, just a tick. I'm afraid 006 already has been put on the roster for a new watch we have. Here.
Q reached into his other pocket.
Oh yes, and this. I forgot I had this. The camera watch that you played around with when we were in India. I've improved it a little to include a motion detection system. Here, I'll show you.
Q took the watch and put it on.
For instance, 2 moves to the left and 1 to the right.
The watch began to spin, vigorously.
Activates the buzzsaw. It also has a laser and a high-intensity magnet. Basically a multi-purpose watch from all your previous missions.
Many thanks, Q.
Stop! I never said it was for you. I'm still not happy with you when you used the camera to zoom in on what you called a perfect image.
That's too bad. That watch was a winner in my opinion. In fact, I was going to give it the booby prize.
Would you please get going, 007? Don't ever grow up to be like 007, 0030.
At least in that sense, right? 0030 replied. At that moment, Bond extended his hand to shake Q's. Q took Bond's hand and Bond then revved the engine and drove off, taking the watch right out of Q's hand. Q almost fell over from being pulled along a little. He watched off as they drove away and slowly shook his head while placing his hands on his hips.